Look, and we're back with another episode with your boy Jerry XD. And on this episode, we're gonna be playing Alan Wake 2, 2, 2, 2. Hold up. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now, look, if you guys liked what you guys seen in the past and right now what you guys are about to see, like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Other than that, I really don't know what to say. Actually, no, yes, I do know what to say. Look, we're still in Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, right? So, if you guys ever need to talk, reach out. There's always help available. There's always a hotline, waiting for you if you ever, need to reach out or talk to someone. Or if you know of someone that needs, guidance, reach out. Be a friend. A simple text won't really hurt you, man. Really. I like I said, I deal with social anxiety, so doing this, it helps a lot. Um, but, like I mentioned as well, that suicide is no joke. Mental health is no joke either. And that's one thing I wouldn't wish upon anyone or my worst enemy. So, but with that said, let's get straight to it. Subscribe, baby. Um, we're gonna be playing Alan Wake 2. I've never played this game. I've been wanting to play it ever since it came out. But good thing that we just finished playing the first one actually. So it's about to be good. It's about to get good. Now, let's just give me a one momento, por favor. Let me see. Look, right now my phone's on it's at that 20%. So let me charge it real quick. But hopefully, who's ever watching, you know, hope you guys have had a lovely day as myself, right? So, just gonna get good. Now, no, just when, okay, look, just wait a minute. So, this is the deluxe version, and the only reason why I got the deluxe version was because it was on sale. Other than that, I wouldn't have never gotten the deluxe version. I would have just gone with the standard and then go through my way like that, right? If I'm not gonna spend 60, 70, $80 on a game that I don't think I'm play fully, or I'm not gonna spend money on add-ons, right? So I got the deluxe, okay? Whether you like it or not, I got the deluxe. Now, Night Springs, damn, that's actually pretty cool. The Lake House, ooh, okay. The way that we have my homie here on the right top, dressed like if he was John Wick in a way. Dope, dope. Now we do have a different, I'm getting sidetracked here, but we have new settings right here. I set up my fault. Ring light is in the other direction, and my other light is on this side. So we have good light here, and we have good light come from here. Not only that, but I have a new friend over here. Look, so it'll give me that type of vibes, Uh, but let's see. Hold up. Let me. It's the thing that supposedly like it's supposed to keep him steady. It always moves. Like it pops off, right? I mean, currently speaking, right now it's on sale for like $13, $14 on Amazon. Give it a shot. And it comes with a controller too. So and buttons on the back, but that's all the story. Anyways, let's continue, baby. Now, like how we always do. The controller, okay. Sprint, it's still L3. Dodge, 1. Okay, I can still work with that. um, let's see. Interact X, aim, shoot, reload. light. Oh, flashlight, my fault. Uh, Flash boost. Okay, so basically, these are the same settings for the first one. At least I think so, right? Look, I'm not here for hard nor nightmare. I'm here for a good time, you know. I'm here for that normality, that normal, you know. Look, I would put easy, but I still want to challenge. Okay?
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes.
Okay, let's get it.
Damn right, baby. Damn fucking
Sometimes
right.
it would be better to live with
And
that
my
hope
man.
without ever knowing the full story.
I'm excited. It's just the intro. Some OJ.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Ooh.
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Cooper, don't watch. We got some butt crack. This intro just reminded me of the first X-Men movie, where like the guy's coming out of the water and shit, and then like I think like he melts or passes out or some shit. Oh, I'm him. I'm that guy. You're not the guy, pal. You're not that guy. God damn. Damn, yo, these graphics are graphicing right now.
Booty butt cheeks.
Booty butt cheeks. Damn.
Double cheeked up.
Yo, dead ass, bro. He's thick from the front and from the back. Wait, hold up. Yo. I mean, look, my monitor is still 1080. You know, I gotta upgrade that shit soon, right? But god damn, bro.
Already gone.
You're packing that glizzy.
Oh fuck. What, they also call it Frank? Alright, so I'm assuming I can't go up there. Yeah. I have to go to this side. My boy thick! Look, well, for now, I don't know how long we're gonna be playing, because like I said earlier, that I still feel that pain on my leg, right? So we'll play as much as we can. Hijo! Oh, hijo de tu putísima perra madre! What the fuck was that? You're getting jump scared? Oh. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I can't even fight, so even if they come at me, I can't really defend myself. Except with this glizzy! The girth! No. Oh, now I can. Oh, nah. You're bugging. Yo, they really stepped up their fucking game. Oh yeah, I can't really play this game when deprivated from sleep. With no sleep but all coffee is crazy. Nah, fuck that. Go to the light, my boy. No fucking way.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Yo. Look, no racist shit, no racist shit. I don't think they're gonna make it. And remember, reach out. Yo, what the fuck? Like, comment, subscribe, baby. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, kiddo. How
Fuck.
are you?
Yeah, this is gonna
I'm
get
good,
good.
Mom.
Yo,
How are you?
fuck.
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Yo, homie looks like that actor that
Can't be a
recently passed
coincidence
away
that
from
another body
Goodfellas.
turns up just as we arrive
I
in
don't know.
town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Ray Liotta.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing.
Him and there's another actor
Cheer
too.
anyone
There's
up.
another actor that looks just like him too.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
So now we have a map? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, wait, we always had a map, but it was just the rounded one. Like I wouldn't even be able to click on it unless I'm confused, and I was able to this whole time, and I never knew. Anyways, okay, so for sure. Oh, okay, hopefully this is the only map that we have to like guide ourselves with. Get to the crime scene, find the deputies. Okay, so I'm right there, right? Where the fuck is the crime scene though?
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
All right, like always. Let's see if there's anything around here that we can gather, that we can find, that we can use. Besides the map, obviously, right? Damn, yo, I've been wanting to go camping, yo. All these fucking games remind me of all the times that I haven't been able to go camping. Alright, there's nothing. Proceed.
Hey, over here.
Oh, so I can run.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot.
Casey
Sorry about
Kelso.
that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I could use a briefing. Any witnesses in the to the crime?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Nothing. There you go.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
All victims reportedly missing in 2010. Um, So they actually used real people's pictures, or are those AI?
I see you're already home.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? Hold up. There you go. Ooh, it's a bear. It's a bear. That's it. Uh, Slight differences in murders, bloating only. But none. Death, chest, hemorrhage, blood, water. All right. God damn, yo, they really did some damage on this guy. All right, so what can we find here? What can we gather here? There's a knife. There's suspects, or they got murdered, right? Tattooing on the body. Okay, and we find the body. Guilty. Whoever is the suspect, guilty as fuck. That's it. Guilty. Death penalty.
Hey,
Life in
Casey.
prison.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Okay, so from all of this, right? I didn't know how to fucking read. Yo, I was tricked. I bought a game, a reading game. Nah. I can hear someone already saying, just read. No. Alright, another eyewitness that remain anonymous said it's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly, my dog started barking his head off, and this psycho guy comes crossing through the trees. Don't think I've ever felt safe in the forest again. A representative from the rental cabin who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers that if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabin later this summer, please get in touch with us as we may be needing a rejigger. I don't know. Reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have obtained with us. Okay, so which is the other one? Okay, so this just basically tells you like what's happened, which I know this is going to be important later on. Yeah, I'm going to regret it. I'll live. I'll live with it. I'll live with the consequences. All right, so there's nothing else, or so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go to that side. But there's a side over here that I might need
I'll be
as
back in a
well.
second.
Oh, yep. Let's see what we can find, baby. So this side is gonna be important later on the game. I'm assuming. If
A
I
creepy
can't.
twig sculpture?
Wait, hold up. Let me see if I can change my camera real quick. Move camera display. All right, let's say that I don't need this corner, right? So, okay. So then I'm not really missing anything at this point. Turn off camera. No, move camera. Okay. But I know I'm gonna need it because it says items. So that's fair. That's fine. That's suspicious. Let's continue though.
Welcome back, Anderson.
You know what, bitch? Fuck you. Taking my sweet ass time. Oh, not damn. All right. Starting fire. Damn. You need to. Please do not feed the wildlife. Shit. I'm living a life as a wildlife creature.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump
But
down?
look, one thing I do gotta
I'm
say,
not
the
that.
scenery. The scenery looks nice as fuck. The details, look, even though it's a 1080 for my screen, right? Looking nice. The trees. It looks like it just stopped raining. Looks nice. Looks pretty dope. I like it. Mirror's Peak. Mirror's Peak. Mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror's Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Okay. I don't know why I read it that. I don't know why I read it like that. Anyways, let's go. Let's continue.
Untamed
La da
nature
dee, la da
gives me
doo,
a headache.
la da
Too much
da.
sky.
I would love to actually be in a place where it's all pitch dark black in the middle of the night and you could see the fucking stars. Oh my god, I still
I think I
remember
saw
that one
something.
time that I saw the
It'll only take a
stars
minute.
for the
Always
very
here.
first time. It was magical. It was fucking amazing. So I can't go that side. Okay. For me it felt like if I was in another fucking planet, bro, honestly. La da dee, la da doo, la da da. Treasure. That is what you are. Okay, this powerful feat of nature will revive the spirits as it does nature, the charging, grinding waters on the bottom, the false symbols like blah blah blah, like blah 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 blah, they will have used travel. Nice. I don't see any waterfall though. Oh, damn, yo, that looks beautiful, yo. And I repeat, I've been wanting to go
Is that
to.
a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough. When the going gets tough, right? The going gets tough. The tough get going. I don't get it. I'm not sure where tough going get going to, but maybe I'll find it inspiring. That's crazy. Uh, Wait, one thing that I wanted to see, right? Okay, so I got the map here. Okay. One, two, three, four maps? Are you five maps? Yo, what the fuck? That's crazy. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Ooh, we got rapid fire. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So at this point, there's nothing that I can do to be able to unlock that shit. But it's good to know that I'm able to. So that's her daughter. All right, that's her daughter. That's her daughter. Ooh, mama. Ooh, I don't wanna die. No, 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 no. Carry on, carry on.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson.
Nothing
Forest
really
can be a dangerous
matters.
place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I did not want to swap. No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. Damn it, there can... Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. And the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show
Aye,
you.
aye, Captain.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just
Those
see
are
this
real.
body, shall we?
You guys hiring? You gotta love these. Oh my god, yo.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Unlock your first key image. You can place it. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Alright. So what can we find or identify from here? He had a small penis. Yo, that's crazy.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
I believe it was it was to send a message.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
I think that's it.
doesn't make sense. That's not right. Keep trying. Heart removed from chest.
That
Struck by
took a
wrist.
while.
Definitely matches
Fucking
the
A.
previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay. So, what can we identify from what we've just learned right now? Now, one, this is going to be a little bit more complicated than what I thought. I'm not going to lie. But, I digress. Let's continue. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
They're like, uh, okay, something formed by the Europe erupting volcano or the sinkholes.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Dream on, dream on, dream on. Damn, I can't turn on the TV. Dream on.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
How do you like the okay. Well, this game isn't like that other game, Blair Witch. I don't know how I was gonna compare it, but it's not like it.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
It's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you're having a good day, ignore the whole thing. No, ignore this whole thing. I'm going further. What the fuck? Bruh. How far did I go?
Welcome back, Anderson.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
No one's heard from this guy in 20 years. Why surfers now? Where has he been?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired? So he's been missing.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Alright.
I think that's everything.
Don't mind if
For
I
now,
munch.
at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Nope. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
After 13 years, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The lake chair.
Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible. My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
"11 remaining."
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
11 remaining.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
11 remaining.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here. The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Hmm.
And what?
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Bright Falls are.
Ugh.
Hearing the words, these words feel like as if someone playing for you.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
That's what I'm trying to do, girl. What the fuck?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do
Oh
it
yeah,
myself.
Deerfest. I
Sheriff
forgot about
Frank
that.
called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
There's another lunchbox. Can't fit the clues all together yet,
Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Damn, am I gonna drive around? That's crazy.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
I was here before.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let's take a moment to actually soak in everything that we saw within the other game, and yet with better graphics now. You know.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
That looks like another actor.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. but it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fast enough.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly.
See you around.
How can you be so calm?
Corpse is a part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Give me a sec.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
All right.
Rest easy, buddy.
I don't know. I never got the fact like people would stuff deers and stuff like that. I never got that, honestly.
I need a tool to get this open.
Okay, the first one we basically had to do the same thing.
It's not opening.
It's the waitress.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you.
Oh,
I
that's
just have a
right.
few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details.
Shout out to New York.
Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book.
W.
Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Damn right, baby. Damn fucking right. Yeah, how's it going, man? How's it going? How's it going? Look, at this point, I'm still trying to get like the hang of like this whole. I don't want to say Alan Wake, but like, because there's a different outline of like more in depth of like the mystery solving, right? Of the detective type work. I'm still trying to figure that out, but
Chillin', got done with the stream, now I'm relaxin', flexed biceps.
my man, my man.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
Yeah, how did you
technically
put that together?
starting.
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
It's a good though. It's a good. Vibing.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Why the fuck would you keep evidence though?
This game looks good.
This could prove to be helpful.
Dude,
Do me a favor.
comparing the
Stick
first
around
one with
for
the
now in
second
case
one,
we
this
have
one,
any more
dude,
questions.
graphics improved.
I would even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh God.
We're gonna get flashbacks.
Saga
We're gonna
Anderson,
get
as I live
what's the
and
word I'm looking
breathe.
for? Jump scares. That's for sure. I'm
We'd
excited for
never
that.
see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm
Cult,
sorry.
mystery,
Who are you?
horror, woods.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Damn right,
It's
baby.
me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No.
In the
You're
intro,
mistaking me for someone else.
we saw someone just like coming out of the water, all naked and
If you
shit.
say so.
He was thick from the back and thick from the front. But for someone that tells you or comes up to you and tells you like, "Oh, how's your daughter?" or whatever, it's creepy. And I've said this before to someone, and they were mind blown. And the reason why I said this, all right, look, I think I've said this story before. I was in college at the time, just wasting time, right? And there was this guy, this Catholic Christian, I don't know, some religious guy. He came up to me wanting to talk to me about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, whatever, whatever. He ended up opening up a little bit, and he ended up talking to me about his daughter, right? A month later passes by. He approaches to me. He comes up to me and tells me like, "Oh, how you doing? How's it going? Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing good. How about you? How's your daughter?" I shit you not. He just looked at me like, "How do you know I have a daughter?" And I'm like, I just said shit for like a few seconds, and then I honestly I should have been like, "It's okay, my child. It's okay. I know everything. You're in the right path. Continue to keep moving forward." But no, my dumbass is like, "Oh, because you told me a month ago." Oh dude, that shit was priceless, bro.
My guys have
That
Nightingale
shit
at the
was
morgue. We're ready to go
priceless.
take a look.
Let's go.
I
Well,
fucking love
Casey,
that
I got a lead.
encounter.
Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult.
Can't go wrong with cults, bro.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Like having someone that comes up to
Hey,
you and
boss.
tells you that though,
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
that knows your family and shit,
morgue, all prepped.
because you
I'd
like,
like to
you
take
know,
a
you
closer
can't
look as
remember.
soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like I look. If whoever wants to, you know,
So we share
practice
more
any
funeral home
religion,
next door,
be
so
my
no
guest.
shoestring
Good
budget.
for you. I'm proud of you.
I guess
Keep
you
moving,
guys don't have that problem,
or
though.
keep going
Our
forward.
urban corner rotates
But
between
just
the other
don't
towns
don't
and
don't
needs ways
come
to
at
keep
me
the
and try to
animals,
like shove
right?
that shit down
I'm
like,
qualified
my
to
throat
perform
and shit,
examinations.
feel me?
Yes.
I'm not good with that. But like you or like, you know, in general, like, oh, you have your beliefs and this and that. Good for you. Just don't come at me and expect me to like change the way that I think or believe
I feel the
just
same.
because you're telling
He's
me.
joking.
Feel me? Like if I had the enough decency and respect to hear you out, which I feel like that's a lot, then do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm. Ooh, we got guns. Oh yeah, for sure. This is gonna get good. And we're still in the intro, actually. We're still in the fucking beginning. Ooh, so wait, so we're not really playing as my homie Alan Wake? We're playing as just a detective? That's interesting.
I can't get through this.
Nothing here? No. That's crazy.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Yeah, this
I'll
is the
start
guy.
with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Yo. He for sure was a grower, not a shower.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Oh fuck! All right,
The
the
body
forehead.
shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Okay.
It doesn't add up. There's
heart.
writing on here.
How
Can't
the
make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Yo,
This
that
looks
ass.
like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Stretch marks, maybe?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Emptiness?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The fact that you can tell like all of this, right? It's crazy. Alright, so we're going back.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
All right, so we're gonna go from top to bottom.
Keep trying.
Anything else to learn about the body? Oh, it's still the same, right?
That's not right. Sure. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
You know, it's interesting how like all these detectives are able to like, do all of this detective work.
Okay.
And
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Nah. Think. It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale Hunted Saga. Didn't didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. He's coming. Need to be in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Was, but wasn't.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
Since I fell down this rabbit hole, I love you so, but I had to go to find something of my own. I see the pattern on my mind, anxious designs of the darkest kind, piece together. Clueless clue to paint a portrait to capture. I'm a scared through the night. I see what's coming into the light. My eyes to see what's inside. Need help behind the smile. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark, Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark,
All right, let's stop it here. So within this live stream, we're gonna do a chapter at a time, right? We're gonna try to, merge, embrace this fucking game. All right. With that said, I hope you guys like what you guys seen so far. If you have, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, baby. It would really definitely help out grow this community, right? What we're trying to build here. With that said, we are currently in Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and like I've mentioned before, if you ever have to, reach out to someone, please do so. There's always going to be a hotline waiting for you, whether you like it or not. I know most likely it's going to be difficult for people to open up because I know it was hard for me to open up. I deal with social anxiety, and doing all of this really does help out a lot. And I've spoken about this and I've been open about my social anxiety when it comes to like meeting new people, people that I haven't seen in a while, the greeting part, the saying hi, and then the saying the goodbye part. For me, for some stupid reason, like my anxiety just goes up the roof. And it sucks because I've been dealing with this since COVID. Um, but I've been looking into it. I've been, talking to more people here and there, and I've been getting help with that stuff. So exposure, exposure, exposure. Now, with that said, I hope you guys, I like what you guys seen so far. We will continue playing this beautiful game called Alan Wake 2, the deluxe version. Um, but other than that, hope you guys have a good night and get some rest. Just remember, you guys matter. Everyone matters. And as long as we're able to continue doing what we're doing, I can't really ask for anything else. But other than that, I've been your host, Jerry XD. And with that, I say good night.